Ooh. Just a minute then. Just need to plug in my phone. Delicious burger. Okay. Chicken burger. Okay. Here we will. We're just talking to Ron Delight, who we believe to be Master Mask, but his wife says he isn't Master Mask. Oh, that's right, here. This is from the wife. Oh, from Desi? Thank you! Little given to Master Mask, actually more like taking. My dear Ronnie, how are you? Doing fine. Just clutching onto the letter so hard the ink is going to be squeezed out. You look so happy. You should write a letter to Mr. Mighty too, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lawyer? Yes. In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hey, hang on a second. He can't be a lawyer. Why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Turns out this is the mask guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, to let himself into thinking he did it, right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh, no, it's spreading. Oh, please! I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? What should I do? Tough decisions. He's watching me make the decision. Fine. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really, you will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him. Well, he may be a thief, but I think there's more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. Should have trusted you. Pearls? Can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mr. Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever. But Pearly, wait. She's going to be ugly. I'll go after her. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I didn't know when she'd react like that. Guess might as well stern-faced again. Oh, Maya. Where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. You'll check in her room later, would you? What about you? Are you okay with me taking Delight's case? Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. Wow. I think I'm going to cry. I know you'd have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, who's gonna show on the road? Mr. Nick, welcome back.
Oh, your pearls, you're back too, I see.
I brought us a strawberry cake. Make some tea to come with it.
Here, your pearls.
Looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the decision center. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I should never trusted you. I never forgive you, ever.
Did we really need that flashback to what just happened?
Mr. Maya, the tea's ready. Oh, thanks. Oh, Mr. Nick, please have some of this cake.
Yeah, thanks. Pearls?
Oh, excuse me. Somebody was cleaning the toilet.
It's okay, I just cleaned it this morning.
Too late.
This might be a good time for me to ask about her. First met Pearls a year ago. So when that murder happened at Crane Village, I still remember what she said to me when we first met.
You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mr. Maya's special someone?
Hey Maya, I've always thought it was because she was young,
But what?
Pearls, you just get the wrong idea about you and me.
Huh? Alright. There's something you need to understand.
What is it?
It's kinda like a Green Village custom, sort of.
Joe seems to love you a lot.
Well, it's because I'm his only cousin, and well, there's a murder case last year. Police murderers.
Oh yeah. I remember now. Pearls Miller, Morgan Fair. He's serving a prison term in isolation right now.
So you see, me and my family barely met.
Oh yeah.
Miller's gone too. There are hardly any men in Green Village.
Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited.
Pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. How spiritual powers run very strong in the Faith family.
Yeah, you did. That's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right?
Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit a spiritual power. But the whole culture of Green Village kind of revolves around this woman.
Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Well, men start to feel left out after a while, just stop leaving. Especially if the man is a daughter.
You seen that Pearl's father?
He's gone. He left the village when she was very young.
Boy, that's tough.
Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that.
So your mom's still missing?
Yeah, no one has any idea where she is.
Nice, Miller. Misty Faye. Current master of the crane channeling technique. Disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. You're sure she's still alive, right?
Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing.
If your mother doesn't come back, then what?
According to laws of the village, I'll become the next master.
Steve Maya, master of the crane technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility.
Yeah, but there's no one else with the brother of fitting family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go and start investigating? We're going to learn anything just sitting around the office.
Yeah, I know. But first I want to talk to Pearls.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
I did like a baby.
Pearls?
Doubted you, even though Mr. Maya trusted you completely. I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick?
Yes?
From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said.
Oh, it's okay. I know I should be apologising.
Well, I'm going out for a little bit.
Huh? Where are you going?
I'm being small, I still have a little spirit channeling power. I'm sure you can be useful too, by finding some evidence.
Hey, where? She sure runs fast.
Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay?
Yeah. No, wrong place.
Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews. So sorry, it's my fault. Your precious urn. You're precious. Urn!
Please, calm down. What's wrong?
It never ends. Then your touch ends in failure. I am sorry. Do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. No, I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. You another urn. Hold on, just wait, okay? Breathe, calm down and talk to us. Give me.
So when did you get the calling card for Master Mask?
Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but the detective stopped me. So asked Detective Emmett to help me security? Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago I hired him. Seemed to know much more about Master Mask than the police.
You hired them for security before the calling card arrived?
Well, yes. And a premonition that something bad might happen. Going to trust my hunches.
So that's why our security cameras even in the basement warehouse?
Yes, Lord Taylor is very serious about the security measures. There's no way of saying, bring it on, any potential fees.
Well, we shall bought it last night, even left with a nice souvenir.
And can you tell us about security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. Never should have called this pouch little collection a treasure exhibit anyway.
Did you say that? The unknown stone is a pretty important object.
Maybe, but its actual value of the appraisal was, well, particularly zero. Zero? Polished it until it was just about glowing. Thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that only contains the soul of Mr. King. Anyway, I left the arrangements to Detective Edmund. But a few days ago I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Crane. So people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. Maybe one of them was actually Master Mask in disguise. Now a person who checked out, we came through here, so that's not possible.
Oh, Adrian, she probably even checked out what he ate for breakfast that morning. October 12th at my detective agency.
Hello? Well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere.
We're actually kind of...
Shh! Silence! Precisely as I expected. What is... Zvarri! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct? I think we're already doing through this. Haha, so my estimation was correct. Zvarri, how truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you?
Well, that you encountered it all alone last night.
Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my archenemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. Haven't you been after Master Mask since his very first theft? Yes, my dear, so you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that fatally proof with the famous jewel, the Tear of Emanon. I first encountered him in the museum's sacred hall, the crime scene itself. So, that's why I hired the security for the treasure exhibit?
Precious said Adrian Andrew was hiding.
Yes, I borrowed some equipment from the retailer and set the perfect trap.
You must mention the security camera.
But I thought you were watching there yourself too. So how did Master Mask manage to steal the urn?
That's the $1 million question. What is the Mask's modus operandi?
Mr. Abney, you know about the secret urn? I'm interested in only one thing, my dear. That is Master Mask. Secret urn? Pfft, that has nothing to do with this case.
But wasn't that what Master Mask stole this time?
I am a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourself remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons? I think I like this guy's attitude, Nick.
Well, anyway, looks like he doesn't know about the urn.
There's something that's kind of bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers wandering alone in the dark. Well, I was wondering how Master Mask managed to steal the urn. Maybe it's strange that you don't seem to know.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it's strange. After all, you were on guard duty that night at the scene of the crime. If you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Master Mask. What the? It's a Cyclock.
It's a Cyclock? Hey Nick, what is this Cyclock thing?
Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. Breaking a mental lock so I can find out what these secrets are.
What? This Magatama has that kind of power?
Well, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year.
Well, it's true that this Magatama is prized for your family heirloom, but apparently it was one that actually imbued with spiritual powers, right? So I don't really know much about what it can do.
She's the woman that's going to take over the Korean challenge school someday.
So how do you do it? How do you break a Cyclock thing?
Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret.
Cool! Can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out.
Boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient.
Take that!
Detective Abby, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Master Mask commit the crime.
Well now, I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door.
Not sure why, but this time the guy's lying for his teeth. I know, show him some proof. Detective Abney, have your proof that someone went through that door last night? There's a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. Should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door.
Precisely.
Hope you don't mind, but we've already got our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night.
What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be.
Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned.
What? Are you saying I didn't do my duty properly?
Detective Abney, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is why you're trying to hide it. Sadly, there must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. Now I've got just a piece of evidence that should prove it. Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Master Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at the time was because you were...
I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence.
Detective Abney, knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you?
Surely you must be joking. You think that I look at me could be knocked unconscious so easily?
The sword proves it.
But that's...
Before the theft, the sword was in the hand of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at that time it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by this sword. Well, Detective, how about it?
I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney.
can't deny there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. Yeah, sure. Okay. Welcome back, Bob. Okay. I can't deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were not down when the thiefers clobbered you? Clobber? What's an ugly way of saying it? But I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed the thief had entered the warehouse? No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts to the sewer pipes. Then my arch-nemesis struck me in the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Ouch, it sure makes you have his poor head examined. If you say that again, you have underestimated the thief that badly. Well, it looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? And that means the greatest detective in the world? No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. The thief may not even be Master Mask. Just one moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Master Mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera just for such a contingency. Oh. Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera. That's him. Master Mask. The thief can be none other than the arch-criminal, Master Mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? So So, what did you mean by you had a very good reason?
Exactly that. Mr. Light had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. How'd you know about that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk in the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since ever. Look at me.
Well, I better go. Guess we better go take a look just in case.
Hey Nick, remember what Detective Amy said? Exactly that. Mr. Light had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes, and that sole purpose is to give you a flashback to something you just saw. Yup, we're really doing this.
Green envelope, pal. Looks like this is it.
Okay, let's have a look. Don't want your true intent revealed to the world. Come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. 50,000?
This is a blackmail letter? Looks like I made a clue right.
Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you.
When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself.
Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee.
Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice.
Oh, Nicky Boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got an old guest. Ah!
You're...
Nick, it's you! My, too! What a fluke! Ah, Larry! Long time no see. Don't you know each other? Nicky Boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, something going on?
Something? You know, I think...
Underestimated you, Nick. Gorgeous lady like this? And married, too? Way to go, dude!
I knew it. Just when things didn't get any worse, it's time to cutie bots. Larry Bots, ever since grade school he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other.
Hey man, that wasn't nice. Who was your very first client?
We've got quite the story history, he and I. What we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually Bots.
Hey, come on now. You're embarrassing me. In front of this pretty little thing here. You telling all your other friends, I see. That's so sweet. Get to go ahead and catch up in all times. You want to check on my bag. Nice giving that, Daisy. How have you been, Nick?
Too busy if you really want to know. So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been only 2 years since I heard from you. What's with those clothes? You look well weird.
Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. I can't believe it's been 2 years. It's like time flies when you're having fun. Huh?
What's wrong?
Nick, I gotta tell you. Woman, I don't trust him anymore.
You dumped again?
Well, Bennifer, I was all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Kitty Tom. My whole life changed.
Bennifer? Kitty Tom? I've never heard of either of them.
Anyway, he did. Kitty Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually, anyway, sounds like you had quite an adventure. Woman, Oh, but you're different, man. You're not like the rest.
Looks like he's still the same old Larry. So what are you doing here anyway?
Huh? What do you mean by that? Just a natural born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working.
Wallet? You say you found this last night?
Yeah, I had a driver's license in it, so I figured to just return it myself.
Hang on, let me see that for a minute. Yeah. Jesse's picture isn't real.
Yeah, I guess he really takes his wife, huh? Hey, Nick, it's not what you're thinking at all.
I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed it.
Oh, no way, man. And she's a married woman. That's just bad news.
It really is. You're just to check out Mr. Light.
You said you found it in your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Just love a guy in uniform, you know?
Security guard, huh? That's what that uniform is all about. So what time is it when you found us last night?
Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I've got an alibi?
You're not the one off the hook for the crime this time, buddy.
I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of a company building.
That's Mr. Delight's wallet doing now.
Anyway, there's nothing good about that. For all he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure, here, take a look at this. It's right here in his wallet. It's this card. It's a key card for the security company. See? It's got a serial number on it right here. No mistake about it.
Did you're working part-time at a security company, right?
That's right. Well, why are you making that scary face?
Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. To find out as much as I can about this key card. So you're sure about this key card?
Yep, it's the key card we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room. Every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when.
Larry, I need the data.
Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi.
Times like these when I wish stories weren't so powerless. Hey Larry, what about this?
What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Huh? Blackmailer?
You know anything about this?
What? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth when you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. Don't have that kind of money.
No, you don't understand. This blackmailer was sent to Ron Delight.
Real? Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot.
Well, I'm the idiot.
Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right in the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I got a part-time job. KB Security. What?
Seems like I should really find out more about this KB Security company. KB Security, the company the blackmail layer. You know about it?
That's where I work, yeah? In fact, I'm on a job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here then? Well, the boss is away right now. And with mice doing when the cat's away.
Yes, yes. Now, how far away is this company?
Let me see, about 40 minutes by car, I guess. We fly down the road anyway. There's a apartment building pretty close to Wortley Taylor, right? It'd take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back.
I'd like to see KB Security on a robbery car then.
Wow, you couldn't have stolen the secret room. Hey Nick, your phone. Hello? Is this the right residence?
Ah, Pearls, where are you?
You finally come too long to find somewhere close, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearlie, where are you right now? Just walking along and find myself in front of that person's office. That person? Who? That person who doesn't act the same, you know, says Zvarri. He's excited.
I can't meet Ace Detective. Okay, stay right there, we'll come and get you.
Alright, I'm a little scared.
Alright, let's go now.
Wait a second, Nick.
What?
That phone call just now sounded like a real cutie. Another one of your, special friends?
Say goodbye to Mr. Light for me, would you, Larry?
Mr. Nick, Mr. Maya. Pearlie. fun to see the two of you again.
Yeah, Zvarri, you weirdo. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office?
Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last?
Why do you mention it?
This bag sure wasn't here before. Looks quite full. Wonder what could be in here. Hey Nick, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute, we can't just open. It's private property.
Don't be such a funny dunny. It's an important investigation.
That wasn't my Maya voice. That's true, a truth be told, I have to, I'm kinda curious.
Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and smooth.
Well, hello there. It's my penis. Eek, he's here.
What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. Oh, sorry, Maya made me do it.
Nick, I can't believe you.
Gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his poor behaviour. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps to make myself more clear. To try Zvarri. Shall we say the figurative?
So,
Shall we say the figurative Sir William? We're dropping his panties before lunchtime.
wow, Nick, sounds like it's gonna be really exciting.
What's going to happen to the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place.
It certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick.
Tomorrow will be a day to remember. Look at me, will take the stand. And then, Zvarri, the testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. Will amass you as the thieves' co-conspirators.
Conspirators?
Hee. You're quick in the defensive, I see. However, it's not I that is your greatest enemy. There's a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial.
What are you talking about?
Sir Lawyer, you truly are who you say. I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godo. Godo?
Who's this Godo person?
It's not surprising that the spirit medium has not heard the name. Godo, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Godo, legend or myth, and pin a lifetime of hopes and a chance to simply meet him.
Prosecutor Godo. The first prosecutor in the country isn't Godo, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick?
It's no surprise that the spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But ex-prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently travelling abroad.
Huh?
In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godo as the best in this country.
Do you agree with that?
Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the look at me of the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godo really that strong?
I seem to remember hearing about something like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives waiting for his appearance. You've taken a step down the path of foolishness. To try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty.
Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is the mask.
My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature. so we're done investigating for today. Hee. So, lawyer, the stage has been set and all the pieces are firmly in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. A new prosecutor and a nice detective in a thief. This will be one tough trial. To be continued. So, shall we continue? Oops, I forgot to save. I'll save now. Okay.
Hey, Nick.
What is it? Is nothing wrong?
Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the Master Mask glassy I bought.
Bought this? Well?
From the tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You're a sucker for this kind of stuff.
Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me.
You're screaming like that.
Oh, Mr. Hyde, you made it. Yeah, I did, but this one will click things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me.
He's done it again.
It's in the calling card of Lolly Terror. I admit it. But you don't have the secret done right.
Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime.
And when I say of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but yikes.
Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure to give me a guilty verdict, please. Well, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you. Leave it all on me, Ronnie. I'll protect you. You see, actually, I'll tell you something, Nicky boy. Guaranteed that my Ronnie's innocent. If you declare guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you.
So why are you smiling when you say it?
Well, if you'll excuse me, some errands I need to take care of. Get on you, Nicky boy. Good luck.
To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is Master Mask or not. There's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the secret done right now. Mr. Delay, it's time for your courtroom. Time beating, I guess I have to trust Desiree. In the end, District Court, courtroom number 6. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honour. Ooh. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to? What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honour. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? What? No, I'm not. I'll pass judgment after I hear arguments for both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you should expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godo, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case.
He's the one Detective Henry was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha! None. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. Never lost. I've never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of red would speak of your lives as a mere sapling. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Ha! Don't you know anything? No better than that. We all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts.
This guy's the real deal, right, Nick?
Does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Tried.
Nick, is he a friend of yours?
No, I don't have any friends that call me Tried. Just who is this masked man? A return from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Galbo. It is not Gobo, it's Godo, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Triton. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. My name is... No, that's not my gumshoe. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We'll listen. Yes. Yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, what you know about the thief that stole the urn? Yes, sir. I'm not trying to do an English voice for Godo, but it sounds like I'm... Trust me when I'm saying I'm not trying to do an English one. Mr. Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his heist, and as usual, he sent the card to Lordly Taylor. His partner is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. So the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Godot, what are you? We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than the moonless night, hotter more bitter than hell itself. That was coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well. Sounds like coffee, after all. You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you going to do?
As long as they haven't brought Mr. Delight's identity, do show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a Zvarri, author on thieves.
An author? You're in books about thieves?
I think you probably meant to say I thought it. The fact is that this guy can even slip through my fingers, shows how good he is, pal. See, when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is. Isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zvarri, do you? Where's this person? Zvarri? Sounds German. His name is Look At Me, sir. Guess I should have made up such a silly name for him. Hey, it's not that famous after all. Anyway, Judy didn't manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. Seems you're not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me even now. So confident he even sends his calling cards before he commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. It's for faced. Your first screw up, pal. Objection, pal. It ain't fair. Maybe you'd say screwed up 4 times. The other last time wasn't my fault. I know about the calling card this time. If all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. Just wanted everyone here in the courtroom to know something. You ever get a calling card from this guy? Don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away, got me?
I always think you really got it for him, for Detective Hamilton.
Parents to always go after the most precious art pieces. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing a little in that question is making me nervous. So he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. Supposedly precious art doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean?
Nick, how can you just say such a terrible thing?
No, I meant from a financial point of view. He now wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Goldo, what is the value of that term? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach the price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other sense, it was not the kind of thing that Master Mask would normally go after. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred term was not the work of Master Mask? Yes, that's what I'm saying. All I did was point out the contradiction, argument itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this Flash Lobby the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godo? This coffee here is my own special blend. I call it Godo number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got in my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? You're really upset. You should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. You're saying it wasn't Master Master's called that out. Then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Master Mask?
Fake the mask? Sounds so ridiculous, but I like it.
Now, before I decide to make coffee, some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at the hotel that night was actually fake. I don't approve of Mr. Gogo's behavior. The point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. So I'm going to have to prove it. Need proof that the person at Orb Hotel on the night was in fact fake the mask. Proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. You look closely, you notice something peculiar about it. Well, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer to show us just what about this picture is so peculiar. It's right here, of course. You mean Master Mask? I've had a piece of reference I'd like the court to take a look at.
And the publicity follow up on this morning?
Problem we have with the security camera photo is the brooch in the mask's chest. A brooch? Here, bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once. A brooch, Your Honour. Silver clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. But the mask in the security camera photo. Ah, here's no brooch. The brooch is the same emblem with the mask's calling card and serves as a symbol. The thief that broke into Lord Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Master Mask is a fake. I've been fooled again. Order, it's true. Undeniably true.
Detective Gumshoe, how? How could you have overlooked this?
I'm sorry, sir. Don't know how I... Hey now, if you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
Mr. Goto, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
Ha, the brooch you're talking about? Yup, the brooch you're talking about? Do you mean this?
Ah,
Must ask good.
where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. Caught under the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. But the statue? You asked me to name a statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence.
This guy's one cool customer.
It's a little world to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Hickeys?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to the last fingerprints.
What? What? The defense's fingerprints were on the brooch? Gordos.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
She, I mean, had appears to have been torn off some clothing. A little bit of cloth left on her back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Oh, Phoenix, we have a problem. Ha! You messed with Godo. And you get burned. You play me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me? I haven't proved anything yet. Proving your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all.
Right off. Bring the next witness into the courtroom.
It would take for this to take the 3 years appearance on. One second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! Now I see it's all becoming clear.
What's clear?
Zvarri. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Well, yes, that's right.
Ha, not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person who's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Anthony, a detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, we used to make a perfect pair. We'll be best friends that'll tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime you were all alone in security detail.
You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. Detective Gumshoe is worth anything, that is. This guy all by himself anyway. Must be some reason, I'm sure of it.
Well then, tell us what the special monocle of yours witness.
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Masks, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the cow struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I was awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal?
Especially my monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural.
I fail to see why the one seems to be so proud of his performance that evening.
Well, Sir Oldtimer, let me explain. Not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, great Master Mask, my arch-enemy. That is what my instincts and years of experience tell me.
Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Thickness swallowed me. Before I could land a single strike, I awoke, he was gone.
Mr. Atney, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours?
Aha, this belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch-nemesis, Master Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master Mask's brooch.
Found in the floor of the basement warehouse. How that happened?
Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously it wasn't glued on well enough.
Not quite. It clearly shows signs of being ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Ha ha! It's only just that the thief struggled with someone that night. It's the only thing I can think of. There's only one person that was in a position to have struggled with the thief. The person that was in security detail that night. You, Detective Atney. Detective Atney, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime.
I know. Wait just a moment, Sir Oldtimer.
Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home.
Just remembered, Your Honour. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, is that right?
Talk too much. So are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big question for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. I look at me, agree completely. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists. They were not enough. His first stroke blow struck two, bam, and that's all she wrote.
So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Mask.
Correct. Destroying his third crime that he struck from behind. Seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. It can be good.
Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. First blow struck two, blam, and that's all she wrote.
Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. Might see he was powericious. Powericious? Yes, soon they had me fighting stance. Sudden flash of a light blinded me. It of course was checkmate. The opponent had bested me.
Try to actually ask more about this. What's this army thing style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say any more. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it. That's the army thing spirit. Mr. Wright, what about the testimony? Of course it's important. If I'm the detective's secret technique after all. Yes, indeed. Remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why is he eyeballing me like that? It's kicking me out. Now then, witness. We'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. I put my back to the wall to fight, but if he's blue, landed upon my third eye. Tell you about me. Your testimony's crumbling like a house of cards. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It's truly a pleasure to cross words with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my honoured feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in from somewhere besides the door. And my arch nemesis struck me from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh? Just now you testified that he struck you in the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you hit in the head. It seems I made another mistake. Does that mean that's not the only strange part of your testimony? What do you mean by that? For example, the fact that you had the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. What's wrong? To err to forgive the Father. Humans are machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. Yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Really? What's it like? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. That is it. Maybe just my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is it you're asserting? Very well, Your Honour. Search that. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Lacampi's true identity is actually Master Mask. Yeah. Hold on the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Antley's story. He was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him then there. Then, in his last case, he managed to outperform the gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because he analysed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. He picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at her. Oh please, the explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Acme. The truth is that you are in fact Master Mask. Yeah, but Mr. Wright, this photo clearly shows Master Mask. Curriculum camera belongs to the Lordly Taylor department store. I've been unable to manipulate it. I didn't need to manipulate it. And access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. He simply dressed up as the thief and stole the yarn. So, the detective is actually a nice thief. This true witness?
The Maskimo is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective, and I'm impressed, Sir Lawyer.
What? What, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance.
Still pointing the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Harvey, when you assumed that he's identity. God Blame 102, my personal favourite.
Mr. Godo?
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
But Mr. Godo, Mr. Rice has made some very strong points, and
I'll admit my opponents woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than Patrick Crooked, Mr. Trout. This detective relieves the thief and shows the proof of your claim. But it better be as hot and as perfect as the coffin dripping down your face.
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. I'd like to see this decisive proof you have. Quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush?
Are you on it, Nick?
I'm at least pretty rattled right now. Definitely used to speak now if I can. Can I really do it? Evidence that proves Mr. Look At Me is in fact Mr. Damask. Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Ha, just what I thought. A man is told to set up no high no matter how big things get, after all.
I see. Thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
It's not good for the same attack. We'll get another chance to prove that this guy's the thief.
Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again.
Good. Just not ready again.
But don't just give up and let us lose this. So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer?
I can't think of a counter-attack at all.
Seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness is lifted. Mr. Goldman, have anything further to add then? What? Who are you?
It doesn't really matter right now, does it?
Mr. Lee, what are you doing here?
Nicky boy, thing you've been looking for? I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag, oh well?
That...
Secretary, Nick, steering.
Order, you, madame. Return. Where did you find it?
Never believe it. In the office of Mr. Fancy Pants, this detective. Look at me. Oh, Desi, you're the best.
Well, who'd explain that one, Mr. Hammond? And you're going to have a hard time whistling out of this one. Ha! Pathetic.
Mr. Goddard, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. Simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
You're still denying that Mr. Edme was involved?
Forecasting aspirations at Detective Atme, consider the young lady. Your neighbour's Zvarri the lad, is that correct?
Yes, what about it?
Ha! How charming. The last that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
So half of a criminal, you could have discovered that stolen her in it. Including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn? Does that prove? Certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? Just brought it from the detective's office.
Please, This town has already failed to prove the last. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I will never do such a thing.
That's the light.
Sneaky boy, could help me talk some sense into these people.
There could be some way. To prove that the arm was actually in the Hackney Detective Agency. I can prove where the arm was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, eh?
Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it'd be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were in the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? Witness the fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are we going to do now?
Too far to come back now. He still brought the arm back to his office yesterday. Now, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Friends proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the arm. So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday?
Hey Nick, come on, open it up.
Here we are, man. We can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a funny daddy. It's an important investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and small. Well, hello there. You found my detachable penis. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look at the bag at that time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honour, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that arm. My fingerprints are on now. It proves that the arm was in Detective Atme's office. Well, even though your fingerprints are on the arm, it still doesn't prove when they were put on there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said.
Polished it until it was just about clean, but maybe I can make it look more valuable.
She polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on after it was yesterday at the detective agency. Ha! This blood could have been 107. I decided it's a little too bitter after all.
Order. Accept defense's request. Bailiff, innocent.
Wait a moment, Your Honour. There's no need for that.
No need, you say?
Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints were on the urn.
What are you saying?
Yes, I've finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a revival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
This guy's not even a fruitcake.
You see, it was me all along. I'm the one and only Master Mask. Haha, hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Godo, what's Mr. Atme's condition?
He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honour. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
Well, also the matter has been settled. Came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you're right after all.
Yeah, I guess Mr. White really wasn't the thief.
Court finds the defendant, Mr. Run, died.
you're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but not exactly right is what I was really trying to say.
Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening.
The thief, the sneaky ugly thief who's been sending all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please.
I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court y'all think this is, but...
The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Oh, please hurry up and pass judge.
What are you talking about? Already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
Mr. Goldo, don't just stand there drinking coffee.
Ha! Him, Mr. Thief.
Yes, sir.
If you're really a man, you clean up your own mess.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean.
If you are Mr. Mask, then prove it. That's what it means.
Yes, sir. Be happy to. Just be happy to, Nick.
It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. Boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I know that. I won't fail. I swear.
Okay, talk. We're all listening.
Oh well, I shall have a listen to this confession.
The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that you're not actually Master Mask, can you? Don't have an alibi for the night the yarn was stolen, after all. Don't my costume that night and dance and listen to the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right here in the photo. That's me. It's from the brooch, isn't it? The door handle can go turn off, that's all.
The right direction this trial is taken.
This is how every trial goes. At least with me. Yeah, no. Ha. You're doing great.
Stop it, Mr. Godo. You're embarrassing me.
Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colours, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and true Master Mask.
Thanks so much, Mr. Godo. I'll do my best.
Alright, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for a cross-examination.
The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. And you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you?
This is the latest while it belongs to you, cadet.
Yes, it does. Lost it somewhere.
Oh, please, right away.
No, you don't understand. It's an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet?
Let's see. It was on the night of the crime. I know I still had it when Dish and I went out for dinner.
This wallet was found at approximately 1 AM at KB Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious?
Yes, I am serious. Proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night.
No!
So the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning. Proves that he has a watertight alibi.
No!
But when considering the distance between Wardley Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry.
Well, Mr. Goldo, do you have anything to say? Stop drinking that coffee.
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong.
You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godo. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. You got Mr. Delaney worked up?
It's like a kid at his first day of school.
Look, it's just ridiculous. Would I have dropped my wallet to keep you security? So Mr. Plant made it look like I was there to the heist. Plant in there, he's really reaching now.
Mr. Delight, really dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The keycard to KB Security's CEO's office.
No.
Ha, that was a pretty good try, Mr. Tribe. Fortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. How would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night, anyway?
Well, Mr. Wright, so you need some more evidence after all.
Stupid kid.
Now then, let's see your evidence. Evidence that shows why Mr. Lai went to KB Security at 1 AM in the night.
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct?
That's...
What is it?
Blackmail there. That's what it looks like from the contents. But blackmail. Yes, basically it says bring $50,000.
Certainly sounds like blackmail, alright.
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmail himself. KB Security's office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. No, 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 no!
Order, order, order! When the theft delay had run a cart, the defense was at KB Security. That's the perfect case for the defense.
You may see this perfect case, Judge. To me. Well, Mr. said in my code to Blame 107. It's me a lot. What are you trying to say? You say the thief has been blackmailed by the CEO of a security company, but did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, guess not. Who's a man of blackmail with no proof? Not sure what I think of that. Yeah, Godot has some impressive chugging skills. Sure what I think of that. So I know what I think of you.
Good point. Not sure I think of it myself. When the defendant entered the CEO's office, you'll need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
I guessing we're going to have to track down the CEO again.
I don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trout? Someone else who can testify. Person can testify the car key was used at 1 AM that night.
Well, who is this useless looking young man?
Don't remember him, Your Honour.
Not exactly. Just looking at his picture makes the bowels start to rise in my throat.
It's like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago.
Probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Yeah, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh. The question at hand is this key card.
Yup, it's the keycard they use in the building in your work. Goes on the serial number. This one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, so like, yeah, it tells you exactly the room when.
As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. Should be able to discover this truth simply by analysing the key card's data. What?
Well, Mr. Godot?
Name the CEO of KB Security's Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but got the keycard data here.
So what does it show?
Keycard has its own serial number, name, details, records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 AM on the morning of the crime.
But that means can't be Mr. Dwight dressed as Mr. Mask in his photo.
Ha! Looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't enough time to brew up a bone cup of Joe. So sit in. Rhonda Lack was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Master Mask.
Good job, you did, Nick.
That's enough. You came perilously close to besmirching the record of our innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honour?
Ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honour.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Rondelight, not guilty! Yay! Court is now adjourned.
Nick, you did it! Right after all. Actually, I'm a little ashamed of myself. Nicky boy.
Oh, Mr. White.
You could do it for you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Oh, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Oh, Pebbles, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Oh, she's nobody. She's just,
You're pushing. Dare you do this in front of Mr. Lane? You'd be ashamed of yourself.
No, she slapped me.
Oh, really? Someone is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick!
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought. We're behind the back of your own client.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Never forgive you.
No, double slap.
Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? Secret in back and the few has been taught. It's alright. It's all thanks to Nicky boy here. Same as you, Mr. Lane, that brought us near and back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me.
You won the case. And why does this guy still look so glum?
But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point? What is it, honey? My best for you, honey. I know. I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is...
Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Guto, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. Just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Triton. You should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Cain Bullard was discovered.
Cain Bullard? I haven't heard that name before. Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body?
The estimated time of death was 1 AM on October 12th. 1 AM on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. Same time that cheap little arm was being stolen. The CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Well, you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today. Help me out, what? On October 12th, 1 o'clock in the morning. On that was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. Getting up like no letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage.
What are you saying? With rage?
Come on, don't tell me you don't know. My brother was once an employee of KB Security. He's a professional security guard. But for KB Security, sorry Alvaro said he'd be convicted as a thief. Gonna be the news that gets him hanged. Canavan, anti-alibi.
No way.
Can't be the thief because he's at the murder occurred.
Oh, that's a lie. Can't be true. But I'm a thief, I tell you.
Under that, going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This can't. This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I were through with each other yet. surely won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. But you just let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? Be quiet, be the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr.
Nick, could this be happening?
In front of our very eyes, our clan has been arrested for murder. One who established his presence at the scene was me.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What's going to happen next? To be continued. Okay. Will is right. But yeah. Okay. Okay. Coolio. My stomach hurts. Yay. Just a minute. Okay.
You know, I'm glad we found Yarnino. Poor Mr. Delight get arrested again.
Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when he was the murderer kid.
No way, Jose. Don't buy it. The only proof that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. From what I can understand. So you did too good of a job this time, Nick.
Ah, well, but we get started on the KB security murder.
I think I'm going to head back to Green Village for a little while. It's alright? Sure, but why? I need to bring your secret room back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. Cause I'm missing mine. You should stay here. I want you two to spend some quality time together. Of love and happiness.
Obviously, for up in fantasy, she forgot there's not a solve.
Now remember, I'm finding okay? Okay, Nick, time to get going in this murder investigation.
So what do you do?
Is it obvious? Get out here and investigate the murder.
First, we need to find out exactly where KB security is located.
Hey, we don't ask Mr. Lane. You should know. Besides, I want to ask him some more stuff about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
To see little money, you just be happy overthinking a little bike and they keep on.
You know, asking around. A few questions of my own from Mr. Delight.
Okay, well, let's make sure to come to the detention centers too.
if you really forget to say keep it on bike, huh?
You bet. There's something a little different about it.
Huh?
Don't me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It says I am and you're on a poster. But the army bike says Amy, like I always used to.
Yeah, you're right.
Plus, there's big splotches on it now. Sure they weren't there before.
I doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the arm was broken, parents missed the camera's name into I am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little pearls. But still, remember ever seen pink splotches on it?
Possible there is a fake.
Pearls will find out about that when she goes back to Green Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Think about it. She's been back to Green Village in a long time. So I guess people still go to Green Village to do their training, right?
Yep, if you want to become a spear medium, you need to undergo severe training.
How have you been training lately, Maya?
Well, maybe think of heading to a challenge dojo to just that.
Challenge dojo, huh? It's pretty serious, whatever that is.
You're going to train, you have to be serious. No strategies can happen.
Mom, last year still following you. That murder in her village. And because the power of channeling was misused.
The medium uses great technique, definitely loses her own will.
Especially strong spirit sound. The medium can get taken over and forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse in those cases, the medium has no memory of what happened. It wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but there's a little bit shaky up, that's all.
Like being the master of Crane is going to be a heavy responsibility. My stomach. My tummy hurts. Ow. Pain. Pain, pain, pain. I feel bad for stopping. It's 2 days we've had to. It'll been 2 days we've had to stop because of me being bad. You sure? I'm sorry. Okay. I'm still sorry. I'm still